Oh, just massively honoured to have been appointed in this role, and I think for me, what hits home is the history of being part of the Lions and to be a Lions coach, and coaches that have gone before me, players that have gone before me. 125 years of history. It's the only team in the professional era or in the modern game that still take up the old traditional tours. So from that point of view, it's a great honour, but also a huge challenge for us in terms of going to Australia in 2013.
And how important was the experience you got with the Lions last time round in 2009?
Oh, I think for me, it gave me a real insight into what the Lions meant for the players. Now they put on their own national jerseys and they wear those jerseys with an enormous amount of pride, but when they put that Lions jersey on, you can see it's another step up. It's the ultimate for a player. It's an ultimate for a coach to be involved in a Lions tour, and it's not until you've been a part of it that you actually recognise and respect what it means to be a part of a Lions tour. And having played against the Lions myself as a player, I know what that meant to me, and having that opportunity and realising that was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So, I mean, the Lions have a huge amount of history, but that experience in 2009 really hit home for me, the importance of the Lions.
And what do you think is the biggest challenge you face this time around?
The biggest challenge for us is putting a team together in such a short time. And you've got a selected team, you've got players from 4 nations coming together, and within a week or less than a week, you're basically on the plane and playing your first game. So, our preparation time leading into the tour is probably a lot less than you would have with a national side. So that for us is going to be hugely challenging as a group of coaches. How do we get this team up to speed? I think it's important that everyone in the squad gets an opportunity to start in the first 2 or 3 games of the tour, because they want to put themselves in the frame to potentially get selected for the first test in particular. So it's making sure that our planning, our preparation is up to speed, but trying to put that group of guys together in such a short period of time, that's going to be our biggest challenge.
Now you're taking a break as Wales coach, but will it still be a little bit awkward going into the other countries' camps?
But I think it's important that I have that impartiality over the next 10 months, that people feel that there's a huge opportunity for them to get selected. It's about them being comfortable for me to be able to do that, and particularly during the Six Nations, I need to show people the impartiality that I'm going to bring to this role. And I think it's great that the Lions really for the first time have made this selection so far out, that I've been seconded from Wales to the Lions, which hopefully will demonstrate that impartiality, and those countries are going to feel comfortable about me coming and seeing them, talking to the players. I'm going to make sure that I get around, that everyone's going to feel that they've had a fair opportunity to be seen by me and to put themselves in the shop window to have a chance of being selected.
And your thoughts on Australia?
Yeah, the greatest thing about Australia, they're still number 2 in the world. They'll probably be, as a nation, one of the biggest overachievers of any sport that they compete in. They have a huge amount of pride, great athletes, and we're going to expect a really tough, challenging tour. But in saying that, you've got to look right from day one, and you've got to think to yourself, at your disposal, we've got a squad and a group of coaches that hopefully are going to be good enough to go down there and come back with a series win.
And is that what it's all about, the series win?
The Lions, as a concept, it's important that we're successful, and I think it's the most difficult tour to undertake. You think you put a group of players, like I said, together over a short period, and you're going away to play either South Africa, New Zealand or Australia, and one of the best teams in the world, and you're doing it away from home, and the expectations are that people want the Lions to win a test series, and that's incredibly tough to do. But I think people realise, particularly New Zealand, Australia and South Africa, they realise the history that the Lions brings. And as a young boy, I can only tell you that the Lions winning in New Zealand in 1971, and I was only sort of 8 or 9 at the time. I mean, the All Blacks aren't supposed to get beaten in a series at home, and for the Lions to win that series in 71 and then in South Africa in 74, I mean, there's definitely history that goes with the Lions, and is important as a as a team and as a modern day team that we need to go and we need to be successful as a Lions outfit.